What's up, everyone? This is Matt Mrozik, and I want to do a quick review of this really nice kit I just received from Blair over in the UK. This is his 1/3 scale kit that he just released, I don't know, a couple months ago. This is from The Witcher 3 video game, and this is his 1/3 scale Ciri figure kit. It's pretty impressive. So this is sculpted and produced by Blair, all traditional sculpt. He did all the molding and casting himself, and you get a lot of kit for the money. If I remember correctly, the kit, let me see if I can look it up real quick. I want to say the kit was like $450 US. Give me 1 second. I should have had this set up. So it was, let's see, I paid, my last balance was 200 pounds. So yeah, so the kit was 275 pounds and shipping was 85 pounds. So altogether it was 350 pounds, which in US dollars is about 500 bucks, somewhere around there, maybe a little bit more. So this just goes to show you that you can sculpt and produce a kit shipped for under $600. And this is all done in-house, traditional sculpt, and it's 1/3 scale, so it's huge. And you can see the amount of pieces I've got here. It's pretty cool. Hold on. What do I got there? Drop my microphone. Sorry. Again, another high quality video. So I unboxed this a little while ago and was playing with all the pieces because there's a lot of pieces, more than I anticipated. And for the most part, it's very, very, very good. Really impressed with how everything kind of fits together. A lot of pieces. So let's go through some of the sculpting first. First of all, it's 3rd scale, so the base is relatively big. It's too big to fit on my Lazy Susan, so I can't spin it around. The base is hollow casted, so like that, but it's still nice quality. So like the diameter of the base is 14.5 inches. Now that's before we put any other stuff on. There's some stuff that hangs off. She slayed this creature. I'm not sure what the name of it is. I have played the video game The Witcher a little bit. I own it, but I've rarely played it. And I've just started watching the Witcher series on Netflix, which is pretty amazing so far. Yeah, when I saw this being sculpted, I've been watching Lee's stuff for quite a while, and I've never bought anything from him. He's done a lot of really great like Star Wars busts. I've never purchased anything from him, but I think he's got a new customer because this is pretty impressive, considering the scale, the complexity of the piece, and the price. I mean, really, really impressive. So let's start from the base. So you got this base with this slain creature on the bottom, the rock base. Here's the head. Again, hollow casted. Again, all the molding was done in-house. This fits in here really nicely. There will be some work to do to get things to fit. You know, this is not like one of these Chinese produced kits where they do all the fitting and everything in-house. He's got this drawer on the bottom that's open because he's dead. The bottom teeth fit in there very, very nicely. These are casted in clear green for some reason. I'm not sure why. And then the top upper jaw will need a little bit of work to get it to fit. A little trimming and stuff. This will eventually get glued together. And I believe there's a tongue somewhere. Yeah. Here's the tongue in here. So the sculpt on the base is really, really nice. Let's see, the tongue comes in. I haven't put the tongue in here yet. Oh, we got a little resin sludge. Tongue's not gonna go in because I got a little bit of got some resin sludge in there, so I'm not gonna put the tongue in. I gotta drill it out. And then the bottom jaw comes in like this. Like that. We got some rocks that come into play here. Actually, I should put the rocks in first because this head sits on top of it. These will all get glued in. There's some little gaps here and stuff you gotta fix. Nothing major. That goes there, and then this comes over here. So that's pretty much the base. It's rocks with this head of this creature on there that she's killed. Okay. Pretty cool. Pretty impressive. Let's zoom down a little bit lower. I need a lower stand for my phone when I record. So now we're going to work our way up to the figure and look at some of the sculpting there. So here are her boots. And he's already got metal pegs in there, done very, very nicely. Great leather texture, very minimal mold line, a little bit of a step right there, nothing big. It's actually the first time I've seen the mold line because it's under some lights. But done really, really nice, done really well. And they peg in perfectly into the base. Boom. These are solid casted, it feels like. Again, a little bit of a step here you got to deal with, nothing major. Really nice. Again, boom. Just got our feet up on this guy. Just killed him. And then we get to her legs. Again, she's got these leather pants on. This is hollow casted. I'll probably fill this with foam. It feels pretty solid. If I look down the leg, I can kind of see that the resin's thinning a little bit in a few areas. So just want to be careful if you're dealing with hollow casted resin and it feels a little bit thin. Not to put too much pressure on it, but I'm not worried about it. I got a string stuck in it. And these don't have any keys, but they fit in, it fits in there very nicely. She's a tall girl. And then we get the waist. Again, Sculpt is done very, very well. The texture in the clothing is awesome. Great stitches in there. Again, minimal mold line to deal with. You know, you just gotta go through and clean up through all these little creases and stuff. But again, I got some little thin spots of resin, so I'll probably go in and fill this with foam eventually when I build this. It's got a magnet and a square peg for a key. So, and the fit on it's perfect. Boom. Hopefully she doesn't fall over because there's no keys in the legs, but there's no gap at the waistline right now. I can't put the arms on because I can maybe put the left arm on. Let's see. Again, got really nice. Look at some of the sculpting here in the clothing. Again, great sculpture and the sculpt on the fabric and stuff. The arms are coming. Our engineer a little weird. I think he did this for painting purposes because of the different fabric types. We have some like cloth and then leather. So like this is cloth. Where's the other part? Oh, this is. Hold on, I just had it. Let's go here. This goes here. Okay. So this part is like cloth. Is that the right one? I'm not sure if that's right. Yeah, that's right. And then this strap right here is leather, and this actually has a band that goes around it that'll hide that seam. Which is a nice touch. So it goes on this way. I've got the pictures pulled up here next to me so I can look at this. So that'll cover up the seam very nicely. Nice leather strap. And then her left hand, again, leather gloves. There's some fuzz on here from the packing. Pegs in there very nicely. And then it keys into her hip. Right here. There's a nice key for her hand. So I'm not sure this will stay. We'll see. Yeah, and it will. So just like that. So we got this piece here. There's that leather strap. This covers the seam, and then the hand plugs into the key. I'm gonna put that on here in a second because there's some other parts that go around her waist that would go underneath that. So I can pull that to the side. I'm not sure if I can get the other hand to stay in because it's not keyed quite as well. So she's tall. So already, before we even get the head on, we're at 29 inches. So she got a lot of cool stuff that kind of goes around her waist. got these clear green pieces. These and his pictures are painted metal, but they only fit one direction, which is really nice. So got this kind of metal belt that comes around her waist. They fit very, very well. I've already done this once, so I know they fit. Now he's got little spots labeled on the torso and stuff, like for part A, B, and stuff like that, but I'm not seeing letters like on the pieces. So like this piece goes back here. You know it does because it's keyed to fit there specifically. Like that. And it goes in like that. So we got that nice leather kind of, that's a metal kind of waist piece that goes around her waist. Now there was an LED unit. Like, why is there an LED unit? I guess he's got this set up so the blade, which is casted in clear and has a metal rod going through it, can light up. So that's kind of cool. The LED is in here, in the hilt, and there's a plug right there. And there's this plugs in, and it goes in her hand. And I'll try to show that to you in a second here. Let's see what else. And then she's got this leather belt that goes around her. And this fits, again, very, very well. Nice keys. And this is very flexible, so I think it's a different type of resin. Just hoping she doesn't fall off her feet, because those aren't pinned at all. But everything lines up pretty damn good. I mean, pretty impressive. You need a little here, right here to kind of close up that gap a little bit. No big deal. I actually have Lee's pictures pulled up here next to me to make sure I'm looking at putting things together correctly. I think I am. Let's see what else. Oh, she's got this, what is this? It does come, he does include like a real leather strap. Oh, my battery's about to die. I better plug it in. There goes, my battery's low. There we go. My battery was getting low. It does include some real leather that goes around her shoulders and stuff. Hold on one second. Again, I'm prepared as usual. One second. Does he have an album? Yeah. So if you follow Lee, he did a really cool work in progress series of photos of him sculpting this figure. So it's really neat to kind of see the progress. Trying to find some photos for around. Okay. Let's see. This comes here. This is like another little dagger, which I believe this. Nope. What goes on that? Oh, there's a knife handle. Or this will get pinned into here, and I'll go on here on her side like she's got a dagger. So that goes there. That's the monsters. What's really cool is the eyes he includes. He includes like some really nice, they look like glass eyes. We're gonna be able to get it all put together. We get a good portion of it put together. And then we got yeah, it's not pinned right here at the calves, so I don't want to drop that. We got this nice pouch. It keys in beautifully right here. There's like a little slot at the top of this belt and a square key, and it fits perfect on this. I mean, it's really impressive how well most of this fits. My main fitting issue is at the neckline. I'll need some work there to get the head to fit into the body. Basically, I'll fill it with some putty and press it in and kind of sculpt it around it. Let's see. On the back side, whoops, don't fall. And on the back side, we got a nice big pouch that goes there. I'm gonna have to put a little blue tack on there because it needs a little heat to conform. So I'm just gonna put a little blue tack on the. He's included some like jewelry that he sculpted and molded with some rings in it to fit on. So this fits very well. I've just got a little piece of blue tack in the key to keep it from falling out. It's a nice pouch right there. On the back here goes this sheath, and then there's a hilt that will get pinned. This hilt right here goes on the top to pin in there. So she's got a sword in the hand, sword in the back, and then a dagger on the side of her waist. This is hair. Let's see, that's the tongue. Oh, then this little piece comes up in here, like that. So that's pretty much it for her, other than like the little jewelry and I'm wondering what this goes to. I'm not seeing it on the photos. I don't know what this is. Oh, okay, that's interesting. This is her collar. I think it's her collar. Yeah, I'm gonna come up. An interesting choice why he did that. Okay, not sure why. Probably for molding and casting purposes. I got these two pieces here. They're actually her collar. Ah, maybe that'll. Because I was really, let's see how that works with the head. Maybe that'll help the head fit better. Because I was like, everything fits pretty damn good, and the head's like really wonky. She's gonna fall over here in a second. Here, I'm gonna take this off like that and spin it around so I don't knock her over. I like to try to fit this stuff together in camera because then you guys can kind of see how it goes together, and you know, it's kind of me fiddling around and scratching my head sometimes, but I don't know, I kind of like to see how things go together. So let's look at her head face sculpt real quick. So you'll notice that her head is hollow because he includes some amazing eyes that he's casted and painted already. And those are right here. And they fit beautifully, and you can pick her gaze. So it includes these awesome eyes. I mean, pretty sweet. And they fit perfectly in the socket. She's gonna look drunk right now because pretty neat. You can pick her gaze. Okay, so I'm gonna put those to the side because I want those to get damaged. So her, like I was playing with her head, and it seemed to fit kind of funky. So I wonder if this collar will make a difference. Let's see. Aha. I know my arm's in the way. Okay, so the collar basically fills in the gap that I had. I got a little bit of work to do, but it's not as drastic. So you got to put the head in first, then you got to put the collar on. That's an interesting choice. Like you can't put the collar on, then the head. So otherwise I got this pretty good gap going around. Whoop. Almost dropped her. That'd have been bad. The collar fits beautifully. Or do you put the collar in and then the head? I don't think so. So I gotta play with this. So anyway, that's how that works. So for now, I'm just gonna leave it like that. And there's a little gap down here at the neck. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can get the other arm. Oh, then we have the hair. I don't think the hair will stay on right now. It's molded in several pieces. Got the two halves. And then you got two pieces on the side, but that's gonna go in there, and then she's got two pieces on the sides, and then she's got a couple little strands that come off the front here for her bangs. So I'll give you a height now, and I'll have to add a little bit for the hair. But her overall height now is 30, I'd say 33 inches. So just under 3 feet. Pretty cool. I'm gonna see if I can get the arms on. I know I can get this one on to stay. The thing again. Oops, knock that off. Again, I haven't pinned anything, guys. This is just me trying to get this together so I can kind of show you how it goes together. Come on. I had it earlier. Let me take the head off so I don't drop the head. Oh, why is that going in now? Went in perfectly last time. I'm going to pause and come back. Alright, it's about as much as I can get together without her falling apart. But pretty impressive piece, if I do say so myself. Let's see, what else do I have on here? Oh, this pouch fell off. Yeah, so right at about 33, 34 inches tall. Super impressive. There's belt buckles down here in the boots. I didn't even see that go in. You can't see them because I'm down here below. But those fit in pretty good. Maybe need a little trim. I got them going in the wrong way. Hopefully they go in the right way. I'm impressed with how everything fits really well. So he's included also a real chain. Here's some of the smaller pieces that he's sculpted. A little leather tie. A couple pieces of jewelry. Really cool. I've got some other pieces down here that go into the base. Some spikes right here. So those get cleaned up and put on the base. But overall, very cool kit. Again, this is from Blair in the UK. His 1/3 scale Ciri from with The Witcher 3. So kind of a convoluted review and stuff, but great kit. I think he's still making it. If you like the game, you dig the sculpt, pick one up. I think the price is really good for what you get. So there you go. I'll put his link down below to his Facebook page. If you're interested, shoot him, drop him a line and get yourself one. Shipping was a little messed up. I was delayed in getting him my balance. The shipping service he used, it was weird. Like it shows being picked up for like a week or so. I probably should have this like a week ago. So he says he's gonna try a different postal service. But once it got picked up, it only took like 4 days to get here. So I think it finally went out on the 6th, and what's today, the 10th or something like that. So it finally got here, but when it did, it's pretty cool. So this will go in the stash, and I'll paint it someday. So there you go. 1/3 scale Ciri kit, sculpted and produced by Blair. Get yourself one. As always, thanks for watching. This is Matt Rosick. Catch you guys next time.